Hey guys, Thomas and Percy here. Hello. And today we're going to be looking back at some of our early
abandoned
videos on
TV sets.
some of which we don't even watch anymore because they were garbage. Mostly those that started with paper faces and having the camera being dragged around with fewer cuts. But since we're not so busy, we wanted to provide some kind of entertainment for you guys today. So without further ado, let's start watching. Alright. Okay, so this is Trouble with Thomas, our third episode. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, I think the turntable might have been slightly crooked here. By the way, these videos weren't even scripted. Events were actually planned out before filming.
If you're British,
Check your
you'll
chance.
definitely remember
What?
this
I know,
creepy guy
and bring myself back
and
to life.
Mr. Blobby.
Exactly,
Following the
James.
show's massive
Yeah,
success,
when shooting
two
videos, we
theme
just came
parks
up
were
with
built in
lines out of the blue.
1994.
Yep, we were just
One
starting and
based
had
in
no
Lancashire
idea
that
what
closed
the
down
heck we
3
were
months
doing.
just after opening, resulting in a £2 million
Long pause.
loss for the local council.
That camera
What
just
a
moves
fantastic
back and
old
forth.
house
How
this
can you
is,
even
and I must
watch
say
this?
we
Well,
are
and
having
look, there's the
problems at the
giant
moment
hand.
outside.
Oh yeah, less editing
The second
here.
and more
Well,
popular
there's less
park was
editing
located
just
in
about
Somerset.
everywhere. I know, that's
The
how
short-lived
poor it
attraction
was.
resided deep in Wildlife Gardens at Cricket St Thomas, and was a
Yeah, make
nostalgic
yourself
childhood
useful
memory
for
to those who
once. Oh,
visited.
stop.
In the first year, the park attracted over
1,000 bucks? Can't
600,000
believe you would
visitors,
bribe someone
and
with so
included
much
the home
money
of
just to
Mr.
get help
Blobby,
with work.
also known as
Well, you
Dun
were smart to
Blobbin,
help him in that case.
and also had a train ride that visitors could use to get to
Listen,
different
sound
areas
effects are
of the
being
park.
vocalized. Oh wow, that's
While
cheap.
popular in its first couple of
And
years,
look, a string
it
was
soon
tied
turned
to your
into a
coupling.
commercial
Oh my
disaster,
gosh. Yeah,
and in
like,
the following
what the
years
heck?
had
We must
issues
not
with
have
the
had much to work
council.
with back then. Nope,
Unfortunately for
apparently
Blobby
not.
fans,
Even
the
whistles
show was
weren't
cancelled
real.
in 1999.
Oh, we were so weird back then.
Following
You
this
think?
cancellation,
Uh-oh,
the
the
park
string came
officially
off.
closed in the same year. Due to
Yeah,
its
wait up,
closure,
James.
it was
Someone
left
wasn't doing
completely
their job of
abandoned and
properly
left to
hooking
rot
me
away
up to your
for
train.
15
It's also
years.
funny how everything is just
The
tossed
once
around the
vibrant
layout,
colours
engines,
left to
vehicles, paper faces.
Windows were
Ugh,
smashed
that
and
camera,
eventually
though.
became
Yeah,
an
where's the
eyesore.
tripod? Uh-oh. Oh,
Many people have gone back
crash.
to explore
the
the
points
site,
weren't set. Nothing
and to
was planned ahead
vandalise
of
it,
time.
and to rave, and to destroy it.
Why would you want to chill out
Cool.
laying sideways on the
Props
table?
and furniture were left untouched when it closed. Over the years, these items
You mean
slowly
you went on the wrong
disappeared.
track? Alright, I'm gonna
The
pause
train
here.
track was
My
also
gosh, we
closed
were
off
so
and no
young
longer
back
in
then,
use.
right? Did you hear
For
our
a while,
voices?
they
Yeah,
blocked
all
off the
high-pitched
entrance
and
in
stuff,
2014
unlike today.
to stop
Yep, much
intruders
deeper
from
now.
abusing the derelict building. However, it was mysteriously removed,
Now we're
and
watching
rumors
Spencer in
circulated that they
Trouble.
were making
Yep, our 8th
plans.
episode, and around
Sadly,
this time expressions
in
were painted instead of stuck
mid-2015,
on.
the park
Also,
was
the pace got
demolished, and the
sluggish
reason
here.
was never reported.
Look at
All
those
that lies
squiggly
there
lines
are
of
the
smoke coming
remnants
from
of
Gordon.
childhood
Yeah,
memories
and they're
scattered
painted
across
black
the rubble
instead
and
of, like,
dirt.
white. This was just before we
As
went
of
on
January
hiatus from the. You remember those tiny
2017,
plates and
I have
forks?
found no
What?
reports of
Oh
if they're
yeah,
planning
that's
to build
right.
over
Old
it.
school. Forks should have
So
been
you'll
color
just have to
gray
keep
though,
your eyes peeled.
unless they were plastic. Oh, Henry covered in mustard. Classic moment here. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Yeah, he craved that stuff. You know, he could probably eat more than one burger that size.
Tots
Everything is
TV
tiny
was
in
a
this
British
scene.
children's
I know.
program that aired from 1993 to 1998 and had a total of
That's
276
what happens when you
episodes.
don't use a
It was
script.
produced
You
by
just stutter and
Ragdoll
keep
Productions,
saying,
who also
That was
produced
a
the
real
popular
issue with
series
early
The
videos.
Teletubbies later in
Also, you
1997
can probably
to
tell by the quality
2001.
here that a digital
Tots
camera
TV
was
focused
used for
on the
some
lives
clips
of three
instead
talking
the
puppets,
camcorder. What
known
was
as
wrong with the
Tilly,
camcorder?
Tom, and Time.
I
Honestly,
can't
it was a
remember
bit of an
exactly.
acid
Maybe
trip
the
for a
tape
kid
was
show,
full.
like, one spoke French and there
Scarlet
was
is
a
traveling
donkey
on
for some
standard gauge
reason,
lines.
and there
Oh
was a
yeah,
magic
only
bag
one
and
gauge
it
was
chanted
taken notice
sac
of back
magique
then.
and
The
it
others weren't even
come to
brought
life
up.
or something.
Sac magique, sac magique.
I don't
Really?
know.
That's
The
it?
most significant part
Okay.
of the show would be the cottage that the Ragdolls lived in. The house and the donkey shed was a set that
likes
was
it.
built near the Ragdoll headquarters, which is based in Stratford-upon-Avon, England.
Oh, those
was
eyes, they
very
just
close to
pop
where the
out.
Teletubbies
I
was
know,
filmed.
and that clock just pops
After a
out of
successful
nowhere.
run,
Weird.
the show ended 5 years later in 1998, and the set was abandoned and left to rot for over 20
Funny
years.
the way the narrator just said
Multiple
Titmuth
urban
sheds.
explorers over the years would track the house down and document their findings.
And Henry
It was
is still
surrounded by
covered in
overgrown
mustard.
plants, and the paint was discolored and barely
I don't
had
know, what
anything
about
left
it?
inside. Even the
Did
iconic
you know
red
the
door
flash was on
disappeared at
these
one point,
photos? Yeah,
assuming
I knew.
it got stolen. The once
Oh wait, here
brightly
comes my
coloured
favorite
house
part.
soon
What's that?
faded
Watch.
into a creepy derelict building. It has been reported by visitors that the landowner wasn't happy with people trespassing, as it is private land, and people would also vandalise the area.
No.
As a result,
That's a classic
the owner
bit right
reportedly
there.
set fire to
All
the
of us
house
covered in
sometime in
mustard.
2021.
Who knew that
and
mustard
shared a
bottle would
video
explode?
of the Tots
No
TV
one.
landmark
Oh
in
my
flames.
gosh. How was it even strong enough
I couldn't
to destroy
find
the
any
sheds?
information
Don't ask
regarding
me.
the fire and this
Here's our
video,
Valentine special,
but
the
through
perfect
image comparison,
Valentine.
it does look like it's the
Man,
Tots
the
TV
audio is
house.
so quiet
As you can
here.
see, the
And why
chimneys
am
are
I
pretty
moving
much
so
identical.
slowly?
I've scoured online for videos and pictures, and even on urban exploration websites to see if anyone has gone back after the fire, but I've come up short.
Bam.
The only promising evidence I came
You
across
can
was a
fly.
YouTube video
Ouch.
from the
Hey,
user
there's Molly.
Kaz Przyzolblyski. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. It was uploaded on April 30th,
Double
2021.
ouch. Yeah,
The house
I'll
looked
admit,
dismantled,
we were crazy
with
back
only a
then.
bit of the structure still standing due to the fire.
And Mavis
As
too.
of 2022, I do wonder how it looks now and if the remaining parts have been completely removed by
look
the
at
owner.
that. Don't.
I
What?
previously
Just-
mentioned
just-
how the
it's
Teletubbies was filmed
2022.
nearby this location. The original
Why do you keep
Teletubbies
losing all
was
the
filmed in
girls? Because I was too
1997 to
insane.
2001.
Oh,
If you
oh my
remember the
gosh.
show, you'll
What
remember
are
the
you
massive
doing,
grass
Henry?
dome. When the show ended, Rosemary
Yeah.
Harding, the owner of the aquatic shops nearby,
Your identity
was tired of
isn't secret.
trespassers, and the owner of the land eventually flooded out the childhood relic to create a giant pond.
Musical notes were
Rosemary,
also sung.
63 at the time, said, "We were absolutely fed up with people trespassing, trying to catch a glimpse of a secluded area.
You don't
It
have
was never
one,
meant to
darn
be a
it.
tourist
And
attraction.
finally, our
We had
Thanksgiving
people
short,
jumping
Toby
fences,
Meal. Yep, another
crossing
classic.
cattle fields, and all sorts. It was a nightmare for everyone involved.
Okay,
It's been
that was
underwater
random.
for a decade,
Like
and is
turkey,
bustling
obviously.
with wildlife. It's our home, and we are glad to see the back of it."
Not
Up
till much
until
later, because here the
2005,
taste is
Google
terrible.
Maps had
No
the
offense,
abandoned
Toby.
set
I think
available
you
to
realized
view.
after you and James
Google
tried
Maps
it.
satellite
I know.
data can take up to a year to 3 years to update. Therefore, it can be presumed that the location got transformed into a pond
Bestest
shortly
isn't
after
a
the show
word.
ended.
He's gonna lose it. Oh, look
As
what
of
you did,
2022,
Toby.
you can see
Two,
the satellite view of
one.
the pond, where the Teletubby set used to reside.
Oh, that's nasty. Your expression there. I know. Ugh.
Please show this to Thomas because he's
Further down in this area here is where the Tots
Oh
TV
yeah,
house
a
is
poorly made
located.
meal is a really
So they are
big
pretty close
deal.
to each
Ha,
other.
good one. Alright, my turn to try.
just take a little try because I want to see if James is really true.
If you do visit anywhere on your explorations,
Slurp it up, baby.
please be respectful and mindful, and don't vandalize anything out of respect.
What the heck?
Hope you
How does
enjoyed
that
the
stuff
video,
make you
and
talk
please
in
subscribe
reverse?
for more.
It didn't happen with James. Must affect engines differently. Well, we had a lot of good memories. Indeed. But I am glad we have Final Cut Pro now. Windows Movie Maker had some glitches. Yeah, that software was pretty weak. Mostly for skipping bits of audio and published video files. And you couldn't add as many effects with that. Right, it was more like a starter program. Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. This is Thomas and Percy signing off. Peace!